Good morning, students. Today's topic is the Earth as a unique planet. Now, what makes the Earth unique? It is unique because it is the only planet which supports life. It is the home of humankind. Though scientists eagerly search for life beyond the solar system, our Earth is the only planet which supports life. Isn't it amazing that in the entire solar system, where there is no life, no hope, our earth is standing out alone, giving goodness, hope, and life. Is it not proving that कुछ अच्छा करने के लिए भीड़ में सिर्फ एक अकेला ही काफ़ी है? Now, we'll see what are the factors that make the earth favorable for existence of life. Number one, the optimum distance from the sun. Number two, presence of hydrosphere. 3. Atmosphere. Number 4th, lithosphere. And fifth and most important, biosphere. Now, optimum distance. We all know that Earth is 150 million kilometers away from the Sun, which is neither very close to the Sun like Mercury or Venus, nor very far away like Jupiter or other planets. Any slight variation would have resulted into either making it very hot or very cold. Thank God, the very basis of our life is just where it should be. This helps in maintaining a very suitable average temperature of 17 degrees centigrades, which we are increasing by global warming, and it is our responsibility to control pollution on the earth. Next, hydrosphere, which is presence of water on the earth. Scientists also look for water in places other than the earth. They found it in very, very small traces, which is not enough for sustaining life. But on earth, 71% of the surface of the earth is covered by water in the form of seas, oceans, rivers, lakes, or ponds. It is also found in a solid frozen state in the polar regions. These are the ice sheets of Antarctic. Now, water is very essential for us for nearly all the functions of our body, and also to transfer nutrients from soil to the plants. Next, come to atmosphere. What is atmosphere? It is the envelope of air around the earth. Though other planets too have atmospheres, but Earth's atmosphere is unique in the sense that it has perfect composition of gases. Oxygen 21%, which is used by us for respiration. Nitrogen 78%, which has a very unique property of keeping the atmosphere cool and also very essential for plants. Carbon dioxide 0.03%, which is again utilized by plants and also indirectly helpful for us. Atmosphere is also a very protective shield to us. See how our home is so protective. There are certain layers in the atmosphere like thermosphere, which has temperature as high as 1480 degrees centigrades, which burns up the coming meteors from the space, which are small pieces of rock coming from space, and prevents them from hitting the surface of the earth. Next, ozone layer. This layer absorbs the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. These ultraviolet rays could cause cataracts and skin cancers in human beings and also damage plants and animal life. Next, our earth is not heated up by the incoming solar radiation. Rather, it is heated by the outgoing terrestrial radiation. In the absence of an atmosphere, this terrestrial radiation would escape into the space, but atmosphere traps it and keeps the earth's surface warm even during night. Next, lithosphere. It is the stony rocky cover on the surface of the earth. And weathering of these rocks, meaning breaking up of these rocks, provides a very valuable cover of soil, which is the basis for all plant life, and it makes the earth beautiful indeed and also helpful for animals and human beings. Lithosphere is also a storehouse of valuable minerals and precious stones, which is also important for setting up of industries. Now, biosphere. It is the narrow zone where the three spheres meet: atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere. This is a zone which has suitable conditions for life to exist. In this, there is an interaction between the living things and non-living things like air, water, and soil. And this interaction is known as ecosystem, in which there is flow of energy in a food chain. Sun is the ultimate source of energy, which is utilized by plants to make their food. Since they make their own food, they are also known as primary producers or autotrophs. All the other animals are known as consumers or heterotrophs. Now, some animals eat plants, so they are known as herbivores or primary consumers. Some animals feed on herbivores, so they are known as carnivores or secondary consumers. There are some animals which feed on both on plants and herbivores, so they are known as omnivores or secondary consumers. There are certain animals which feed on the dead remains of plants and animals, and thus they purify our environment. They are known as tertiary consumers or detrivores, decomposers, or scavengers. They release the elements back into the atmosphere and soil, which is again utilized by plants, and thus this chain goes on. Thus, energy flows from one trophic level to another. This is the energy pyramid. Trophic level, these are different trophic levels. A trophic level is the number of steps an organism is away from the start of the food chain. So we have plants at the base of this energy pyramid. Energy flows from one trophic level to another. So we'll talk about the only satellite of Earth, that is Moon, also known as Chandrama. While some planets like Jupiter have as many as 79 moons, satellites, some like Mercury, Venus don't have any satellites. Our Earth has one satellite, we all know, which does not support life. It is less massive than the Earth, so its gravitational pull is very low, which is too weak to hold the gases. So atmosphere is not present there. So in the absence of an atmosphere, extremes of temperatures are experienced here. It may go as high as to 70 degrees centigrades during the day and minus 173 degrees centigrades at night. Also, in the absence of an atmosphere, it is not protected from the falling meteors. And lastly, water is not present on Moon, so there is no question of life existing there. So we see how on our Earth all the favorable factors are there which can make life possible. Right now you are staying home and saving the planet. Mischievous ones are learning how to sit in one place. So that's it for today. We'll meet in the next class.